Like Nike is in some serious hot water with the Caitlin Clark fan base.
Nike just set Caitlin Clark fans on fire, and not in a good way. After unveiling her new logo and teasing merchandise, fans rushed online only to hit a wall. Limited drops, broken links, and North America, only availability. The deal was huge. The hype was massive, but the rollout left people angry.
Feels good. Got the pants, got the charms, necklace, zipper, everything.
Do you think Nike is purposely sabotaging Clark's fan base with this rollout? Or is this just incompetence?
We're live on WNIK, and as usual, we're talking about Caitlin Clark.
So here we go. Caitlin Clark signs the biggest deal of her career. Nike rolls out the new CC logo and fans think, finally, shirts, hoodies, gear, we're in. Instead, they get error messages, sold-out warnings, and customer service emails saying, not available in your region. Fans overseas? Forget it. They were blocked completely. That's not a celebration. That's sabotage.
It is available, but it's not available just yet. But you can be notified for when it does go on sale. I can only imagine it's going to get sold out lickety-split.
Let's start with the product itself. The t-shirt, a simple white tee with Clark's interlocking CC logo plastered on the front. $40 in the U.S. market. Fair? Maybe. Not insane by Nike standards. But here's the catch. Fans couldn't even buy it. Links sent them to blank pages. Searches on Nike's website returned no products found. Some people got pre-order confirmations. Others got cancellation emails hours later. It was chaos.
Next year in 2026. Some people think it's very clean and sharp, and a lot of people are critiquing it, saying it kind of looks like a Gucci ripoff or like a Coco Chanel ripoff, and that it's lifeless and boring. When really it's hard to tell what a logo is going to be like until it gets placed on the shoe or the product. Like the Asia One logo here is kind of just a weird logo by itself. It seems very like asymmetric, but once you do see it on the Asia One shoes, it doesn't look that bad. I saw someone comment how right in the middle right there, it's like kind of like a snake eye, very like Mamba mentality. But regardless about how anybody feels about it, the second these things drop, they are going to...
Then there's the international crowd. Fans in Ireland, Canada, the UK, and Australia, the ones who've been supporting Clark since Iowa, were completely shut out. This product is only available in the US and Canada. Nike had the audacity to label Clark a global ambassador while blocking half her global fan base from accessing her gear. That's not global, that's lazy, and the backlash was instant. Screenshots flooded Twitter. No products found. App not working. Can't check out. Fans who stayed up overnight to order were left empty-handed. Overseas buyers pointed out that importing gear would cost them double after shipping, taxes, and duties. Meanwhile, Nike CEO is out here praising Clark for her worldwide impact. The irony couldn't be thicker. What really stung fans was a feeling that Nike didn't care. This wasn't a surprise sneaker drop. This was Caitlin Clark's first official logo release, a once-in-a-career debut. And Nike botched it by treating it like just another t-shirt. Limited stock, minimal promotion, poor rollout. For a player who's single-handedly lifting WNBA ratings, this is insulting. Some even believe it's deliberate. Why? Because controversy creates buzz. If fans are angry, they're talking. If they're talking, Nike gets free publicity. Caitlin Clark shirt trends on Twitter. Articles get written. YouTube videos go live. Nike's brand name spreads everywhere. That kind of viral attention is priceless. So the theory is Nike sabotage availability to generate noise. And guess what? It worked. But here's the problem. Alienating your biggest fan base long-term is risky. Clark fans are loyal. They'll buy jerseys, shoes, hats, posters. But if their first taste of her Nike collection is frustration, that loyalty gets tested. Some fans already said they'd wait for resale or skip the gear entirely. That's lost revenue, lost trust, and lost goodwill. The funniest meltdown came from so-called Clark supporters online who complained the shirt was overpriced. One guy in Ireland ranted about the scandalous $40 price tag. Really? This man has made six figures off Clark content. But $40 is too much for a shirt? Spare us. Fans saw right through it. The rant wasn't about the shirt. It was about clout. And it turned into free fire for Clark's defenders. The irony is that $40 for a Nike signature drop is cheap. Go check the outlet store. Most shirts are $35 before tax. Add Clark's logo, her star power, and her impact, and $40 is a steal. People gladly drop $100 for Yeezy slides. But suddenly $40 for Caitlin Clark's debut shirt is robbery? Please. But even if the price is fair, the rollout was not. Nike hyped Clark as a luxury sport crossover, a brand that blends basketball with high-end fashion, and they delivered a single t-shirt. No hoodies, no shorts, no accessories, just one shirt. Fans expected a collection, maybe colorways in Iowa gold or fever navy. Instead, they got one piece of cotton with a logo slapped on. It felt lazy. Meanwhile, Angel Reese's fans gloated. Her logo is better. Her rollout was smoother. Clark's merch is just hype. That rivalry fuels everything, and Nike knows it. By dragging out Clark's collection, shirts in September, full apparel in October, shoes not until 2026, they keep the drama alive. But at what cost? Fans wanted to celebrate, not argue about shipping fees and broken links. Even Nike's messaging added fuel. The CEO said Clark was redefining women's basketball and reigniting a global fan base. Strong words, but global fans couldn't even buy her merch. You can't call her a global ambassador while restricting sales to North America. That's not global reach. That's regional laziness dressed up in PR spin. And fans noticed. The comment sections lit up. How can you call her global when I can't even order a shirt in London? Global means worldwide, not just the U.S. These aren't nitpicks. They're legitimate complaints. If you're going to market Clark as bigger than basketball, you have to deliver access bigger than North America. At the same time, U.S. fans had their own issues. Sizes sold out within hours. Bots scooped up inventory, and resellers posted shirts for $120 on eBay before half the fans even had a chance to check out that IT looked sloppy, unprepared, and amateurish. This isn't Nike's first launch. They know how to handle demand. They just didn't care enough to do it right. That's what makes fans feel sabotaged. This wasn't incompetence. It was indifference. Clark's fan base is massive. Nike had months to prepare, but instead of a smooth rollout, they gave people frustration. Whether intentional or not, the result is the same. Fans feel let down, and Nike looks out of touch. So, let's cut through the Nike PR fluff and talk about what really happened here. Nike wanted Caitlin Clark's rollout to feel exclusive. They wanted to carry the vibe of a luxury drop. More Louis Vuitton than Dick's Sporting Goods. That's why the logo looks more like a high-end brand stamp than a classic sports emblem. Two interlocking C's, bold, sleek, minimalist. It screams fashion collab, not just another team teed out on paper. The idea works. Elevate Clark beyond basketball. Make her a crossover star. But execution? A disaster. Nike leaned into scarcity instead of accessibility. That strategy works for Jordans, where half the fun is complaining about taking L's on release day. But Caitlin Clark's fans aren't sneakerheads who camp out online every Saturday. Her fan base is families, college kids, middle-aged dads, and teenage girls who just want to wear a shirt with her mark. Scarcity doesn't create hype in that market. It creates anger. And that's exactly what happened. Think about the rollout timeline. September 1st, one shirt. October, full apparel collection point 2026. Signature shoe. Who in the world launches a brand around a player this hot and then tells fans they have to wait 2 years for the shoe? That's like Apple announcing the iPhone 15 today, but saying you can't buy it until 2026. Nobody's holding hype that long. Nike is trying to drag this out like a Netflix series with filler seasons, and fans are already annoyed. The sad part? They didn't need to do this. Clark's fan base is so big, she could sell socks and lanyards and still move units. They could have rolled out shirts, hoodies, hats, and shorts all at once and made millions in the first week. Instead, they trickled one product into the market and left fans empty-handed. It's either arrogance or incompetence. Either way, it feels like sabotage. Then there's a global issue. Nike CEO Elliot Hill called Clark a global ambassador for the game. Bold words. But what's global about a rollout that locks out Europe, Asia, and half of Canada? Fans overseas literally couldn't buy the shirt. The Nike site in Europe only offered some WNBA shorts and an Aya Wilson shoe. That's it. Imagine hyping Clark as the face of women's basketball around the world, then making her gear U.S. only. It's tone deaf, and the backlash wasn't quiet. Overseas fans posted screenshots of empty Nike pages, errors, and customer service replies telling them, products not available in your region. It's hard to take the global ambassador line seriously when a fan in Dublin can't even order a $40 t-shirt. Fans weren't asking for custom shoes shipped overnight. They just wanted access. Nike said no. Meanwhile, resellers cleaned house. Within hours, Clark's shirt was on eBay and StockX for triple the retail price. Fans who couldn't buy directly watched scalpers profit off their loyalty. And again, Nike knows this game. They've dealt with it for decades in sneaker culture. They know how to prevent botting. They didn't. Why? Either they didn't bother to protect Clark's fans, or worse, they want to resell chaos to boost the illusion of demand. Now, let's compare Clark's rollout to her peers. Aya Wilson's line with Nike had a slower start, but at least included variety, shoes, apparel, and accessible drops. Sabrina Ionescu's collection included a shoe that launched globally, not just in one region. Even Angel Reese, who signed with Reebok, is getting a push that looks organized. Clark, the biggest draw of them all, got a broken website and a single shirt. How does that make sense? It feels like Nike underestimated just how rabid Clark's fan base is. They treated her like a star, but not like the star. They thought dropping one product would create enough noise to last until October. Instead, it created outrage. Fans don't want noise, they want gear. They want to represent. And when they can't, the anger turns on Nike. That's the danger of mismatched strategy. The irony here is that Clark herself has done nothing wrong. She signed the deal, posed with the gear, and let Nike handle the rollout. Fans aren't mad at her. They're mad that Nike's handling makes her look inaccessible, that it's not Caitlin Clark's fault that overseas fans can't order her shirt. But when you're the face of the product, the frustration always splashes back. Nike's mistakes risk tainting her shine. And that's where the sabotage narrative really takes hold. Fans believe Nike is deliberately holding back supply, limiting access, and creating artificial scarcity to control the market. That might be smart for Jordans. For Caitlin Clark, it feels like punishing fans who just want to support her. Scarcity doesn't elevate Clark's brand. It alienates the very people who built it. Even worse, Nike's PR spin insults people's intelligence. They call Clark a global ambassador, but block global access. They say she's redefining women's basketball, but give her fewer product options than role players get in team stores. They hype her as transformational, but drip out one cotton tee. Fans can see the disconnect. They're not dumb. And the more Nike insists everything is fine, the more fans feel manipulated. Now, some defenders argue $40 is fair, and they're right. For Nike standards, it's not outrageous. But fairness isn't the point. Accessibility is. Fans don't mind paying $40 if they can actually buy it. Complaining about price misses the bigger scandal. Fans across the world couldn't buy at any price. That's the real sabotage. There's also the optics problem. Clark's rivals' fans jumped at the chance to mock her rollout. Angel Reese supporters claimed Nike disrespected her. Paige Bucher's fans laughed at the chaos. And in the middle of it all, Clark fans were stuck with screenshots of empty carts. Nike gave her haters ammunition on a silver platter. But here's the twist. Nike probably isn't sweating it. Controversy drives conversation. Conversation drives relevance. By fumbling the rollout, Nike created a bigger story than a smooth launch ever would. Everyone's talking about Caitlin Clark's gear, even people who don't follow the WNBA. That buzz is value.to Nike. Outrage is just another marketing strategy. Still, it's a risky game. Clark's fan base isn't built on hype beasts chasing clout. It's built on families, young athletes, and casual fans who actually wear what they buy. Alienating them early can backfire. Fans burned now may not line up again in 2026 when the signature shoe drops. And if Nike can't even get a shirt rollout right, why should anyone trust them with a shoe launch? That's the heart of the problem. Caitlin Clark deserved a flawless rollout. She's carried the fever into the spotlight, boosted league ratings, and proven she's the biggest draw in women's sports. Her fans deserve more than a sloppy t-shirt launch with broken links. Nike failed them. And if they keep failing, fans will look elsewhere to Adidas, Puma, or even Reebok for gear that respects them. The truth is simple. Caitlin Clark is bigger than Nike's mistakes. She'll keep selling out arenas, breaking records, and inspiring fans. But Nike's brand, not hers, takes the hit when fans feel sabotaged. And right now, Nike looks out of touch, unprepared, and sloppy. That's not how you treat the face of your women's basketball. So here we are. Caitlin Clark's biggest Nike moment turned into a headache for her fans. Broken links, limited stock, and blocked countries made a celebration feel like sabotage. Nike might spin it as hype, but fans know better. What do you think? Is this incompetence or intentional? Drop your thoughts, smash the like, and subscribe for more updates.